Hey, welcome to the channel. I am musically malnourished, and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. We are in the 2013 album from 21 Pilots called Vessel. This is track number 6, Semi-Automatic. Let's give it a listen, and we'll dive a little deeper on the other end. Very cool, okay? Like 80s arcade video game sound.
Night falls with gravity. The earth turns from sanity. Taking my own live friend I know leaves a lot. His name is Hope. I'm never what I like. I'm double-sided and I just can't hide. I kinda like it when I make you cry. 'Cause I'm twisted up inside. The horrors of the night melt away under the warm glow of survival of the day. Then we move on, my shadow grows taller along with my fears, and my frame shrinks smaller as night goes near. When the sun is climbing windowsills and the silver lining rides the hills, I will be saved for one whole day until the sun makes the hills its grave.
Yeah, so we're continuing to press into this theme throughout the album again of the night. And I know you guys have mentioned that's a common occurrence in Tyler's writing, and now I'm seeing it firsthand more and more of pressing into the night, literally, metaphorically. But I'm also very thankful for how much rap we're getting on this album because it's so good.
I'm never what I like. I'm double-sided and I just can't hide.
And also this track is so interesting because I'm not a musical connoisseur, so you can help me kind of speak to if you were to put this track, and 21 Pilots crosses a lot of genres. If you were to put this track into a genre, it does, at least to me, speaks to this, like, gosh, how could I explain it? This very indie, I don't know if 80s is the right frame of reference for it, but that's just, I don't know. I could almost see him in like a headband with kind of longer hair and this kind of cropped shirt and tight jeans and like a bandana tied around his arm, like walking the streets in a music video type thing. So I don't know. That's just where my brain goes.
I kinda like it when I make you cry. 'Cause I'm twisted up inside. I'm never what I like. I'm double-sided and I just can't hide. I kinda like it when I make you cry. 'Cause I'm twisted up inside my mind. I'm semi-automatic, my prayer's schizophrenic, but I'll live on, yeah, I'll live on, yeah, I'll live on. I'm semi-automatic, my prayer's schizophrenic, but I'll live on, yeah, I'll live on, yeah, I'll live, yeah. I'm semi-automatic, my prayer's schizophrenic, but I'll live on, yeah, I'll live on, yeah, I'll live on. I'm semi-automatic, my prayer's schizophrenic, but I'll live on, yeah, I'll live on.
I love when he does that, dude. And the keys are just, he's bouncing all over the place, hitting stuff out of key. I love when he does that, and it fits this so well. The term being I'm semi-automatic is is not fully resting with me yet. So I'll be interested to dig into that on the other side. I understand prayers being schizophrenic, semi-automatic. So, what's the word I'm looking for? I know what automatic is. 1 second. Sorry, I just messed my window up. Okay, hold on. Okay, so single shot. If you're talking about a weapon, I figured that was it. Makes sense, but I want to get terminology right. So if you have a single shot firearm, obviously every time you pull the trigger, well, and maybe hold on. Let me get that right. Okay, let me just explain what I'm saying, okay, without trying to use too much terminology. I do understand the difference between semi-automatic and automatic. Automatic, you pull a trigger and it fires nonstop, right? Semi-automatic, you have to pull the trigger each time, but it can still fire each time. You don't have to reload the weapon or anything like that. So this idea of him being semi-automatic, I didn't know if it was tied to prayers being schizophrenic. So I'll be curious to look at that because it's not 100% like, oh, easy, got that.
By the time the night wears off, the dust is down and shadows burn, I will rise and stand my ground, waiting for the night's return. I'm never what I like. I'm double-sided and I just can't hide. I kinda like it when I make you cry, 'cause I'm twisted up inside. I'm never what I like. I'm double-sided and I just can't hide. I kinda like it when I make you cry, 'cause I'm twisted up inside my mind.
You know, like many of his songs, you also pick up on this like duality between the music, because he's talking about being schizophrenic, being, you know, double-minded, all that, which is pretty serious. But he's got this very upbeat doot 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 doot, which is always interesting. Okay, let's do this. Boom. Semi-automatic describes Tyler's frustration with his inability to control part of himself, the part that's automatic. So it's the idea of, okay, I can understand that. So it's more so the idea of semi-automatic is if there's the part of himself that is controlling him that he doesn't want to control him. He does have a lyric in there. We'll look at it. I can't remember exactly how he says it, that speaks to that. Then it's also like there is a part of him that does interrupt that process, that tries to stop it. And so he is semi-automatic, you know, he's kind of like just going and doing and acting maybe the way he doesn't want to, but at other times he does feel in control. So it's semi-automatic. I could see that. That's really interesting. He has remarked on being able to do certain things effortlessly, such as avoid falling weak to a simple temptation, but then being incapable of doing other things, such as be the best person he can be, to put it broadly. Tyler presents himself as two different people who are as different as night and day. In a way, they actually are night and day. The night, interesting, represents the dark side of himself, whereas the rising of the sun gives him both control and relief. Semi-automatic is reminiscent of famous stories such as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yeah, I thought of this too. Apostle Paul, Romans 7. I have the desire to do what is right, not the ability to carry it out. Do not do the good I want to do. The evil I do not want to do is what I keep on doing. All right, he says it's a different song than most of the other ones. It's very bouncy, happy, sounding melody, and everything. Why is it that we continue to do wrong things? Why do we continue to do things we know are wrong? Why is addiction even a thing? These are all things I ask myself. I know there is something wrong with this world, and there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong, and we have to figure out how to fix it. As a brother, if I want to be the best brother in the world, why is it I sometimes do the opposite? But I want to be a good brother. Why does that happen? Why can't I make that connection? Why can't I do what I want to do? And why do I always do what I don't want to do? Is this a interview we have saved? There's so many. Yes. Okay. I do have this one saved. I love to contrast very bright and upbeat sounding music. So that we did talk about this with lyrics that aren't, almost as if I can get people to sing because of the melody. They start to realize what the song is actually saying. I love to catch people off guard. This song is very bouncy, fun chord progression. Okay. Let's look into it just a little bit because I think we kind of get it. Night falls with gravity. The earth turns from sanity. Taking my only friend I know, he leaves a lot. His name is Hope. Oh, it's so sad. I do like this idea too of night falling with gravity, because if you're going to also take the idea of night as a depression, a sadness, a darkness, it's like the gravity of life, just lifing, can sometimes bring that upon you. I'm never what I like. I'm double-sided. I just can't hide. I kind of like it. When I make you cry because I'm twisted up. That's a really interesting side, because to deny that sometimes we don't like going against what we know is best, I think would be lying to ourselves. Like a person wants to steal because they want something that's not theirs. Whether they steal because they feel like they need to, or it's just like they get a high out of it. So to say, no, I don't like to steal doesn't help. Instead, you go, you know what? I'm really broken. I like to steal, but I know it's not right. And I know it doesn't yield anything good for me, and it's harmful to other people, and I should work hard. And instead of stealing, I should look for the opportunity to give and be generous. And that's who I want to be. Man, I'm not crying because I steal. I'm not crying right now, okay? It's just, it's very humid in here. I'm just kidding. I think the reason that it is emotional to me is because that's a truth that's very meaningful. And I think can help people, because I think we feel like we have to, and maybe that's, even the whole thing with Alcoholics Anonymous. When people say, hi, I'm so-and-so, I'm an alcoholic, it's the first place is the recognition that, yeah, you like alcohol, you like drugs, you like being selfish, you like whatever, but the recognition that that's not who I want to be, nor is that the thing I want to define me, nor is that the thing that I know is best. I think that's important. He just recognizes, I like it when I make you cry and I'm twisted up. The horrors of the night melt away under the warm glow of survival of the day. Then we move on. My shadows grow taller along with my fears. My frame shrinks smaller as night grows near. That's so cool. When the sun is climbing windowsills and the silver lining rides the hills, this is so beautiful. I will be saved for one whole day until the sun makes the hills its grave. I'm never what I like. I'm double-sided, and I just can't hide. I kind of like it. Okay, we did that. I'm semi-automatic. So yeah, it's this this warring between yourself, and so your automatic self is trying to run rampant and do what it wants, but you're fighting it as well. So you are not automatic. You're semi. My prayer is schizophrenic. Just both ways, right? It's almost this like, thank you for helping me. Oh, God, help me. Thank you for, teaching me patience. Oh, God, why am I so impatient? and I'll live on. You know, the recognition like I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep going. By the time the night wears off, the dust is down and shadows burn, I will rise and stand my ground, waiting for the night's return. Just incredible. All right. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What a cool song. And he really didn't even bring that idea of being semi-automatic. And he talked about that in one of the other videos or interviews or something, where he's not always sure how to name a song. It's like you just name it the thing that you say the most. But it was interesting, even in this one, it's like the name of the song doesn't even come till pretty much later, wasn't it? It's called The Breakdown on the lyrics. So that's interesting, not pulling the song title from the chorus, but from a breakdown or a bridge. So yeah, let's talk about it. And thanks for being with me for this one. I hope to see you in the next one, because we're eating good.